Hi guys, my name is Nick Christian. I am one of Jerry's nephews. After I learned of his passing, I wrote a little something, and evidently the family liked it so much that they wanted me to read it. So, without further ado, here is what I wrote. To me, my dad will always be Superman, but the first giant I ever saw will forever be Uncle Jerry. After my grandfather passed, who I spent a lot of time with, my uncle had a lot of jobs for me to do, none of which I will remember or value more than shoveling snow. The thing that was odd about those times was Cape Cod turned into a ghost town, a snowy white abyss that we would venture into several times a year. See, my uncle had this big old plow attached to the front of his truck. Whenever the snow would get past a certain point, I knew I could expect a phone call from a raspy voice asking, "Are you ready?" I was my uncle's shoveler. He would plow and I'd shovel walkways or anything he really told me to. I learned a lot in that truck. The main things I can point to are how to deal with people or network. At that early age, I could easily see the reach my uncle had. He knew everyone. And I knew he knew everyone because we'd be in that damn truck forever. From house to house and business to business, I became really good at clutching hot chocolate, finding creative ways to keep my feet dry, deodorant, in case you didn't know, it's awesome, and sleeping in a sitting position. My uncle treated everyone in the same way, which is something you really don't see a lot. A sarcastic pun, a strong handshake, and a helping hand whenever you needed it. It really kept people at ease. See, a lot of the things I learned in that truck can translate into my future writing career. Plowing, much like writing, is a process. You can't get all the snow off the ground in one swipe, much like you can't tell a proper story with one line. You have to do the work. I will always thank my uncle for that. The thing is, I can't tell him in person anymore. About an hour and 10 minutes ago, I got a phone call from my mom telling me her brother had lost his battle with cancer. What I left out was a big portion of those silent nights spent in that truck were filled with cigarette smoke. It's probably why his voice had that raspy twinge. My uncle lived a full life, and I'm sure he had no regrets, but I know, right now, 3,000 miles away from me, there's an entire island wishing they had him for another 20 years. Now, I'm not going to pose the argument that cigarettes killed my uncle. I'm just saying there are people everywhere that value you and want to keep you around. Live your life for love. Rest in peace, Uncle, from the left coast, and tell Papa I said what's up.